Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Raid Shadow Legends, and we are talking Spider. We are talking Sicia Flametongue. We had a lovely glowing portal now, didn't we? And we had guaranteed Sicia. If you're watching this, it's still going on if you haven't done it already. My portal is just no longer glowing because I got her. And now she has made such a big improvement to my Spider 25 team. It's crazy and it's so reliable. So I'm going to show you my 100% reliability 15 to 16 second Spider 25 team that is very consistently quick. It's very rare that any of these runs go above 15 seconds as long as you have your unlimited frame rate turned on. Mine might be a little bit slow when I do this because I also have my recording software on, and that actually bogs down my computer pretty bad. But I'm going to show you guys my Spider team, the AI, the champion builds, and, well, let's get into it. I just wanted to start fresh showing off the lovely, lovely screenshot here of the result of my new Spider 25 speed farming team. Not so bad, right? 15 seconds, my best time ever. All right, now I'm going to take you to my team setup so you can see how I have things. Let's see, right here we go. So I actually have Coldheart as the fastest champion. She leads in with Heartseeker. She goes in, smacks, hits hard, and drops that turn meter. And then a couple other Spiderlings go, and then Ignatius places that irresistible AoE HP burn. Now this is where he shines and what makes this 100% consistent. You don't have to worry about the 3% placing, weak affinity, blah blah blah, all that stuff, because it's irresistible. This is what makes him so strong for this. Now in a perfect world, I would have a Kymar instead of a Renegade, and this could be even a couple seconds faster, but we don't have that. So what happens here is Ignatius goes, and then we have Crypt King go with his freeze. As long as they're under HP burn, he freezes them. Now he has, of course, a chance to get 3%ed, and even though it's not a bad affinity, he still can get 3%ed. So if he doesn't place a freeze on every single Spiderling, then Renegade usually gets one shot. But that's fine, because my Renegade, I don't want her to go again. She's just wasting a second using her animation. So after she does her sacrificial ritual, she can die. That's fine. Go right ahead and die. So Renegade here is actually my slowest champion. So we have Coldheart, Ignatius, Crypt King, into Sicia, right? Into Sicia, she does her Sicia thing. She activates all HP burns. And then boom, your reset champion, right? This is where I'm saying Kymar would be ideal because he'd reset everything, and then Coldheart would instantly be back to Heartseeker. But unfortunately, that's not the case in this setup. So we're boom, 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 boom. And then boom. And if she dies, that's fine. Honestly, it's better if she dies. So let's show the run here. Again, it's probably going to be a couple seconds slower than my fastest because I'm using my recording software, and it does make my computer's frame rates and everything slow down a tiny bit, even when I try to force the fast frame rate. Come on, don't you freeze. There we go. All right, got my shiny Coldheart over here and her lovely skin. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, 16, 17 seconds, 16 seconds. So it seems to be 16 seconds when I have a lot going on my computer, 15 seconds when it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and we're smooth sailing. For sake of shits and giggles, we'll do a couple extra. But I've done many hundred runs on this. I don't know if I've hit 1,000 yet. I was trying to, but RSL helper, and the new update were not on my side, and unfortunately, I had my runs constantly failing while trying to grind Spider during CBC, so that was frustrating. But it is what it is. Just happy we have that tool at all. And here we go again. It's so consistent. Boom, Renegade died. See? One of the Spiderlings did not get frozen, but that's okay. Doesn't matter if she goes or not. 17 seconds. We don't need her to run up there again anyway. So of course there's always chances of things getting resisted, like Cold Heart's turn meter drop, but it doesn't fail. Even when it does, it's just like 22 seconds instead of 16, 15. So this has been wonderful. It's so consistent, and I'm having so much fun watching my fiery team do so well. Now, I really need to change where their positions are so I could have Cold Heart, Sicia, and Ignatius standing next to each other, being all flamey and stuff, but it's okay, right? It's all right. All right, you guys got the point here, right? Boom. Easy peasy, consistent team. So let's take a look at the builds. So I have Cold Heart going first, right? I have Cold Heart going first. So let's go to my number 1 Cold Heart here. I have her in Savage gear. You don't actually need that high of Savage gear of crit damage wise. As long as she's in Savage, she doesn't need to be that high at all. I actually don't even have an attack percentage chest on her. Do I? Do I? Actually, maybe I do. Maybe one. HP percentage chest. Doesn't matter. I really only use her in this role, so as long as she does her job in this role, that's all we need. The damage actually does max out because it is based on enemy max HP as well, so it really can only hit so hard. And even when I had higher attack, it really doesn't make any difference in this run. I tried it with a different chest and it seemed to be fine. So what I have here for masteries, I will show you guys. Let me move myself out of the way. Here is our Cold Heart. We are going down to Flawless Execution, not Helm Smasher, because we want consistency. We're doing runs. We want consistency. We don't want it to fail. We want just boom damage. And you really don't need insane. You don't need like 300% crit damage on her to make this successful. It is fine without it. So Cold Heart, Flawless Execution, simple, consistent build, done. And then we have, let's see here. Actually, let me show you stats, sorry. Get back over here, and here are my stats for Cold Heart. I did show you stats, didn't I? Nah, my brain fried. All right, let's go next. So after Cold Heart, we have our AoE HP burn champion, which in my case is Ignatius. If you don't have Ignatius, you can use Mordecai. He might actually be quicker because his animations are really fast. So that actually might come to your advantage. The only thing that's different is you don't have that cannot be resisted factor. So here, Ignatius, my Ignatius was actually hitting too hard, and on his second hit, he was smashing the Spiderlings, and it wasn't failing. It was just taking longer than I expected. It was taking like 19, 20 seconds instead of that 15, 16 seconds. Not a big deal, right? But still, we're going for speedruns here, right? We're going for speedruns. So I had to take off damage. Look at this. I took off his defense ring, put on an HP one. Took off his defense. First he had crit damage. Then I took him down to defense. Then I took him down to an HP amulet. Same thing here. He had a defense chest, changed it to HP. He had crit rate and then defense gloves, changed that to HP. So I actually was purposefully getting rid of, he had crit rate here. Actually, he had a triple crit rate. A shield on, I think. Had to change that. So I actually tried to take down his crit damage and his defense on purpose, just so that way he wasn't smashing. So this does hurt him in other content, but still having solid HP is fine. It's going to help him survive in like Faction Wars. Even a little bit of Doom Tower is fine. And I have enough accuracy to land everything in Faction Wars, so that way he can land his Provoke. But you don't need any accuracy to land the HP burn, so you don't need that if you're only using him in that role. So after him, oops, let me show you. I did have my masteries. Now this can change as well. I have this here because of War Master procs on the boss, but it's not actually, none of this is actually needed for this build. You don't even, I don't think you even need masteries, honestly. Don't need masteries for him. Same thing with Crypt King. Look at, no masteries on Crypt King. Done. Don't need it. Skills, not skilled up. I think I do have my Ignatius skilled up because I was using him as a damage dealer for Nightmare Campaign, because he can farm Nightmare Campaign, but he's slow, so not the best for that role anyway. But I actually have Crypt King Girl in lifesteal gear that's kind of, and he has 2 pieces too many. That's just a coincidence. But this was just like leftover gear that worked well. I have him just some survivability in general, and then enough accuracy to land everything here. And speed just to be tuned to go in the correct order, right? I think I could make this a little bit better if I sped everyone up, make sure everyone was over 200. And maybe we'd get another second faster depending on the order, and if I could get Sicia to jump ahead. But it really depends on your tune and how fast and what you're working with. And I plan to use Crypt King in Faction Wars as well, so I'm glad that my speed is okay for that. And the lifesteal's not going to hurt if I do get some masteries on him and go down here, but you don't need lifesteal gear. It's just me getting the stats with my gear that I had lying around. That's not honestly that important. So what we go into next after we freeze our HP burns is we go into our girl Sicia. She is a darn spider friggin' queen. Same thing with her. I actually just wanted the right stats to be able to fall into the right place and land. She needs accuracy to land, well, I guess her HP detonation, I believe. So we have 284, coincidentally the same accuracy and resist. That's just coincidental. Don't mind the resist. Speed is just to go after Crypt King and before Renegade. And then here we just have a little bit of survivability, nothing crazy, honestly. We don't need it for sake of this build though. The survivability and stuff, you don't need it. They're just going and laying their stuff, and they're not getting attacked by the spiderlings because the spiderlings are frozen. So I've seen people do this build with Sicia at like level 50 and like no gear. You don't really need it. Again, no masteries. Don't need it. And actually, oops, I X'd out. Hold on. I actually don't even have her skills done, except because I don't have Kymar for the full reset. I actually do need her HP burn explosion. I do need that cooldown. And coincidentally, I put 5 books. That's all I had. Boom, 5 books. All went straight there. I did it in one shot. I feel like there's more consistency with landing everything in one exact spot if you do the exact number of books all at once versus doing one single book at a time. And yeah, she also pairs really well with Cardio, so I'm looking forward to using her in other stuff as well. But all right, for sake of this finalizing, for sake of this little spider team, where is my girl? Oh, she's in the vault. No, she isn't. She's here. Renegade. So this Renegade was built to die. This is the one I use in Dragon. She's just there to extend, wrong term. She's there to reduce the cooldown skills. Boom. That's all we need her for. Just needs to do it. No big deal. Just needs to do that. That's it. And then she can die afterward. That's it. Easy peasy. So she's in a shield set to give Seer extra buffs for sake of my dragon team. But that's not needed for this spider comp. Again, no masteries, no skill books, level 30 renegade, just there to do the reset once. Unfortunately, again, it's not a full reset like Kymar, so you just have to keep that in mind with this tune. But there we have it. My old team was not bad, but definitely not as fast. Let me take a quick look there. I actually already have another video on my 27-second Spider at 25 team. This was what I did once I changed to get Crypt King and, let's see. I got Crypt King and Ignatius in the mix with 2 Cold Hearts. But now Sicia replaced my second Cold Heart, and we sped this up quite a bit. But as you can see, this was 27 seconds was my fastest time with this team. I'm not sure if I ever got any faster, honestly. I think it was more so just again like within a couple seconds. And the only thing that with this team is I did have a couple failures as well. I think if both Cold Hearts get resisted with that Heart Seeker Terminator drop, you can kind of get into some muddy water there, right? But yeah, if you guys are looking for a different spider comp and you have these people, but you actually are missing Sicia, go take a look at my last video here. That was a huge improvement though, either way. So it was a really fun improvement. And it's fun that this was not that long ago. This was just April 22nd, a month ago. So a month ago, I made a nice big improvement to my spider team, and now there's even better. So I'm happy, loving this comp. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below, or let me know if there's any tweaks that you've done with a similar team to squeeze out a couple extra seconds for your speedruns. For me personally, I do have Cold Heart in refresh gear, but based on my tune here, I can't really get it to be faster. I can't quite get that 13-second Spider 25 run, but you know what? I'm going to be happy with 15. I'll be happy with 15 seconds spider run. It's wonderful. It's so good for farming, especially getting those CVC points. And I'm to the point where I'm only going to start collecting legendary 6-star accessories because we always have so many. I have at least a few of each type, an HP ring, defense ring, whatever. I have a few of legendary 6 stars. So no reason to even start keeping the epics, I think. I think I'm going to get super picky. And we're going to keep grinding and having some fun. But alright guys, I hope you appreciated this video. I hope you guys got your Sicias during this guaranteed event. This is why I am saving my shards for guaranteed events now as much as possible, with the rare exceptions being when there's a fusion and you just got to pull something. Other than that, sorry, no more 2x events for me. At this point, I want guaranteed champions that I actually want. I will do 2x if I have leftover shards from that, but for now, till the next 10 times, maybe. Just kidding. No, I'm not going to be tempted by a 10x Kymar. All right. For now, until the next guaranteed legendary event, I'm just going to revel in the happiness that is Sicia and this wonderful spider team and be glad that I saved my shards.